Always. Yeah. I'm gonna climb up into y'all's laps. So, funny thing. Oh, yeah, no. Nobody wants to see my face. Do you like how they drew the bald spot in? So, that's good. Yeah, no, that shit's adorable. I'm a die alone. It's fine. You remember that, judges. I only have one thing, and this is it. Take this away from me for Sam, who's all fucking tall and in a loving relationship and shit. Fuck you guys. Alright.
I hate you.
Everybody does. Alright. We love you, Sam. I am 18 inches away from a baby deer, and I'm thinking about punching it. Not because I hate baby deer, quite the contrary. I've never been hunting and I'm not dead inside. Also, my eyes work, so I can see this baby deer is adorable. But it would be awesome to punch a deer. Never mind that it's a baby or that I'm holding out a fistful of oatmeal, and this is where I find myself. Dead winter in the middle of the mountains of South Dakota, terrified to go out at night because I know this is mountain lion country. I also know that adult male mountain lions can grow to be 8 feet in length, weigh up to 220 pounds, like 3-inch retractable claws, and are most likely to attack from dusk to dawn, like vampire cat ninjas. I know this because I read a bunch of brochures that may as well have been entitled, "Mountain Lions Will End You, City Boy." Look, I don't know a lot about the outdoors. I know that hypothermia grows on the north side of trees, that the best thing to do when facing a grizzly bear is call your mom. I know that sharks can swim 100 miles an hour and sometimes fly, and emus will bang your girlfriend because honestly, they'll bang anyone. You can arm yourself with all the facts you want, but you're never really prepared to stand this close to a wild animal, knowing that at any moment you could rock it in the face, and this is what it's like to stay sober. Standing next to something delicate and beautiful and wanting to smash it. So I'm holed up in this cabin, Googling the potential hallucinogenic effects of nutmeg, counting chemicals on the back of blue glue bottles, wondering how much antifreeze is really too much antifreeze. And this is where I find myself. Unsafe everywhere, predator and prey, surrounded by a world of shit that will kill you. And don't get me wrong, I don't miss being an addict. I miss the drugs, though. I miss the noise of the party below me while I'm upstairs peeing in my stranger's sink. I miss feeling my heartbeat in my face at 5 in the morning. I miss finding the drugs I hid 9 months earlier in my inkjet printer. And anyone who wonders what's fun about duct taping 2 bottles of Colt 45 double malt to your hands and climbing a telephone pole has never played Edward 40 hands on amphetamines and will never understand what it is to cling desperately to something while the whole world around you spins out of control. Alcohol has helped me creatively ruin each one of my relationships, but everything ends. Stuff breaks. It's just the way of things. And I'm not sure I can handle that sober, which is why I'm here, dead winter, in the middle of the mountains of South Dakota, terrified to go out at night, standing 18 inches away from a baby deer, thinking about punching it. Drink booze!
Too early to start a yellow chant?
Yeah.
All right. Now keep that in mind while you listen to your next poet, Sam Cooke.
You really aren't kidding about being short, are you?
No, dude. I could fit inside your trunk or your house when you don't know I'm there.
So to be totally honest, I'm vaguely conflicted about the poem that Shane just did in the context of the event we're doing, but I'm not going to worry about that so much and do a poem. Alcohol, fixing your problems until tomorrow.
You look better already.
We met in the library. She sat down across me, dropped a stack of books between us like a paper exclamation point and said, "I don't feel much like studying." And there was a part of me that really wanted to stay focused on the following day's calculus exam. But whatever part it was, I had never really heard about it in biology, so I ignored it. And to this day, my epidermis thanks me. That girl licked me from neck to knee. I was transfixed in a moment of mathematical clarity. The world as I knew it turned to numbers. It turned out the texture of this girl's tongue concealed original algorithms of love, the friction in which she applied to mine. A kiss in which we shared one twisting topography of taste buds, our bodies grinding across one another like continents according to forces as primal and furious as plate tectonic. She was lava. I was quake. You're singing along over there. And for a moment, even the need for eloquence and agony abandoned me. My life became a sine wave like study bukkake, study bukkake, deaf to everything but her between those troughs and peaks, and this was peace. But I still had trouble sleeping. I would wake from nightmares still speaking frantic and the spiral logic of the dream, and she would say to me, "Be easy, sweet boy. Take a deep breath. Let my arms around you be the only borders you are concerned with, and the motions between us be this new country's only Congress. Let your worried mind hang like a full moon reflecting the light of our fusion." Now, I barely finished saying, "That's no moon, it's a space station," when she said, "Our atoms are solar systems and all of mine are shining on you. Our molecules, galaxies far, far away. My hand on your chest just launched a squadron of X-Wings flying at warp 9 for that Death Star in your head. And I love you like the Force. All-encompassing, all-inclusive. I love you like the Force guiding glowing torpedoes of orgasm from synapse to axon on a trench-run bullseye course for your reactor core." And I tell you, I have no idea how she said any of that with a straight face. But I was so charmed, I never even mentioned that warp drives are not from Star Wars. They are from Star Trek. "Be easy," she said, and let her fingers play across the surface of my chest as the spiral logic of the dream flowed back into me, molten gold and make-believe. I began to recognize the ratio of time between touches. She was tapping out the Fibonacci sequence and counterpoint to the sine waves of my breath, and I tell you, I have no idea how I ever let anyone tell me that math wasn't sexy. Because she is the inspiration for the equation. The reason that once I'm done with products and sums, the only thing I want to be is one of two parallel lines lying beside her.